Hello students, today we start a new topic and in the last lecture we discussed up to the uh, transportation, its functions of construction material management, and today we start a new subtopic of the functions of construction material management. So it's inventory, monitoring and control. So inventory may be defined as a useful but ideal resources. So what is useful but ideal resources? If the resources is some physical and tangible objects such a material, then it is generally termed as a stock, and the stock and inventory are a synonymous terms. So one like machinery like excavator. So excavator is used to excavate any area, but in a when excavation is completed and superstructure is substructure and superstructure is start, then after excavator is put at a ideal condition. So it's ideal resources. It's a useful machinery, but put on a site as a ideal resources. So it's a usable but ideal resources. So it's a inventory uh, management control. So how to we control this type of the machinery not put at as a ideal condition. So here when any machinery required, so we purchase or done as a rent. So it's only one solution as a inventory monitoring and control. Then after inventory management is a high enable to control, and across the industries there is a sustainable potential for a cost reduction through the proper design of procurement policies and reduction in uncertainty to lead the varieties reduction in many other ways. So here some of the reason could be used to justify the inventory. So improve the customer services. So when we improve the customer services, so no any machinery or any item are not in a ideal as a ideal resources. Next is a permit a purchase and transportation economics based on the notice that both the product and procurement and transportation cost will be reduced if lot size are large. So like a large size project, so some of the machinery is in ideal condition, so it's a permit or transport to another site, and we use at another site or put as a rent, so we reduce the inventory. Then after huge contingency, while there is now fewer labor dispute is most economies, fire, floods, and other variable can create a problem. So here, so this type of the situation, inventory management is compulsory required, and monitoring and control is compulsory required. Next is a material codification. So here material codification is a important thing. Like in some of the market code is given, and fix a sticker on any packet, etc. So it's one type of the material coding system. So your material codification is an important function in a material management, especially in a construction company where thousands of the different material are used. So there are different system codification followed by the construction organization, like name, numerical alphabets, color codification, etc. So here codification number are used while alphanumerical system both later and numerical are used, and color codification are used of a different color scheme to codify the different item. Like here one example is given, like here length is 100 meter is given, so here 100 is written, diameter is 12 mm given, so here 12 it's a notification. Like similarly hardware, so hardware here number is right here 4, So means four notification, four numbers show the alphabet or numerical numbers show the hardware. Clear? Then after GI, like a metal like GI, so GI number is given 12. So here all these things are written at here. So like one number show the heavy tools, and uh, second number show the small tools, third one, three numbers show the consumable, fourth one is electrical items. So these are the different, coding system is there to solve the material confusion. And the purpose of the material codification is to proper identification of the item by all the department concerned, and avoiding the use long description of the item, and also avoid the duplicate stock. So here there are the main three purpose for material codification. And another purpose is a material accounting and controlling, and ensure the receipt and issue the document are posted in a appropriate record, and helped in the mechanization of a record. So these are the main important purpose of the coding of the material. Next is computerization. So computer are being used increasingly in the application of the construction material management. So they are find wide application. Almost all the function of the material management include the forecasting the price of the material based on past data, and analyzing the past rates, and planning of different material use of the construction schedule. And one can work out the material schedule quite easily using the computer, and developing the specific specification of the material. And we also know about the stock of the material from the computer, and because we are entering the daily basis used material and unused material, so we easily identify the stock material, and how much material is required, or purchasing material is also we know very well. Now another functions of the material management is source development. So here vendor development. So source development is continuous activities as a policy for every major item. More than one sources are should be identified, and vendor performs should be evaluated regularly, and only satisfactory vendor should be encouraged. And it is very difficult task to manage the large number of the vendor. So it is better to have a manageable number of the vendor, and select a vendor so which buy or selling different types of the material. So contact of the vendor, if we decrease the contact of the vendor, so it's easy for the material management and source development. Now, to find out the new sources to supply the develop the coordination and relation with the vendors, and reliable quantity of the material supply at a responsible rate has become an important item of the agenda of a professional material and manager. Now, last function of the construction material management is a disposed. So every year old and used item are not economical to use to have a disposed of in a planned way. So for this quantity and quality of the material to be disposed of should be assessed. So like the reusable item from the scrap can be retained for further use, and remaining scrap is disposed of either by selling, and it's some scrap dealer, or through process floating inquiry, collecting the quotation and awarding to the highest bidder. And here tendering process is done for a dispose any material. And normally while disposing of scrap, payment is collected in advance from the scrap buyer. So it's important construction material management functions. Now in the next lecture we discuss about the another topic. So here we complete our topic of the construction material management functions. Thank you.